Hey there, YouTube. I have no idea how many times I've done a welcome back video, but here it is again. Here comes the thing. Between me and you guys, I've been away for a while for many reasons. Number one, I used to be absolutely dumbfounded with what I wanted to do with the channel, with the streams, with the IRL, everything. But now, give me a sec. I gotta pop a headphone off at all times just in case if somebody does come home and I gotta shut the doors immediately. But anyway, as I've been away, I've been considering some things, I've been thinking of some things. Oh, by the way, in case you guys haven't seen it yet, I have a new streaming closet. I mean, it's not the best. I still plan on putting up some, soundproofing tiles up here and there just to kind of block off outside noise and block my noise from getting out of the closet. But anyway, yeah, it's not a bad little setup. It's actually got quite a bit of space. Like, see, this is me completely stretched out. My arms have plenty of extra free room to, like, move and stuff. It's not ideal for VR or anything, but it's good enough for just playing video games. But anyway, speaking of such things, I have a lot to talk about. So if you look down at the video player and notice how long this video is, yeah, I've got a lot to talk about. Alright, starting off immediately. Yes, it's true. In 2019, I am coming back. I have already done one or two, I think, streams on the DJR25 live account on YouTube. I've messed with Twitch a little bit, but I haven't done any major recordings. But in 2019, I'm actually going to be doing a number of things. Immediately, I am going to talk about a few of them right now. One, I am coming back to YouTube, and I'm going to be doing YouTube-only videos, which I'll explain in a little bit because it's a whole lot more complex than that. Two, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I will attempt my best by either 3 p.m. Central Time to 6 p.m. Central Time, all the way until about 9 at night. I will be doing streams for YouTube Live from either 3 to 9 or 6 to 9, depending on how much time I feel like I need to put into it. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be Twitch. Same times, same hours, same everything. Now, I will say right now, there might be moments where I go between 3 and 6, but it's always going to end before either 8 or 9 at night. So that way people still have time to go to sleep, get up from school, all that stuff. And next up, I will be doing some IRL stuff in the meantime whenever I'm not working on the weekends or Friday if, my buddy Dan doesn't show up. But anyway, whenever I am away from the recording screen or away from recording videos or streaming, I will be doing other stuff IRL. For instance, I have a idea of something I want to make in the future in 2019 that's going to be kind of interesting and kind of, treading the old same ground that we've all seen before. But I'll explain that over time. And expect new types of videos. I will be doing a thing where I create a group of my own strictly for YouTube and Twitch so that we have kind of a stream team, kind of like Vine Sauce or like Normal Boots, things like that. No, I'm sorry, not Normal Boots, Lucky Block. No, Hidden Block, that's the one I'm thinking of. The one with Space Hamster, with Pro Jared, with PBG, yeah, all those guys. Sort of like that, only our own personal thing. And I'm not going to explain much more about that, but expect in 2019, probably about late February to early March, I'll bring up some more information on that. But now let's get into the main meat of this. Well, okay, wait, whoa, back up. No, I forgot. Including stuff like that, I also plan on doing things like IRL jokes and memes where I just kind of show you what I live through every day of my life, pretty much. Just all the normal stuff that goes on in this house and the neighborhood. It might just be a small clip, it might be a couple minutes, but it all depends on whatever I end up finding while I'm hanging out. And yeah, I do see that this one hair here is just driving me mad. Would you get out of my way? I hate having, like, hair cracks on my forehead. It looks goofy, I don't like it, and that's all I gotta say. Next off, I will start doing reviews for video games, TV shows, animes, pretty much anything that I choose to watch in my spare time while I'm away from YouTube, and I might even review some YouTubers themselves. I mean, I know a lot of them that I would like to give praise for their good deeds and their fun entertainment, but I'm not really feeling it right now. Instead, I want to get back to the actual YouTube channel itself. So, this channel that you're watching on, DJ Emerald Rain 25, is now going to be a sort of hub channel. If you would let me explain this for a minute, a hub channel by name alone means basically a channel that ties all of your content together, even though it's not specifically on this channel. For instance, I've noticed in the last couple months that a lot of YouTubers, their videos have been disappearing slowly, and I want to say that's because YouTube has had a problem with saving archives, and so whenever you start running out of channel space, they start deleting older videos. For example, I want to bring up a moment that completely blew my mind. I watched Tear of Grace, as some of you may know, and whenever I was flipping through his channel, I realized that his Minecraft 360 LPs are just gone. And part of his Shadow of Mordor series is like cut in half, and every other couple days another few episodes disappear. So I'm not sure if it's specifically the people themselves deleting videos, or if it's YouTube running out of space for their content and then deleting it on their own, from like oldest to newest. But the point being is, I've decided to make multiple channels not only for that reason, but also so that it's easier to sort things because, as you're about to find out, I also plan on replaying many things just because I might have other ideas for them. For instance, let's just take one of my highest ideas right now, and that's the Final Fantasy series. Now, as many people know, Final Fantasy 1 through 15 has many, 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 many ways to play it. You could do challenge runs, you could do speed runs, you could do... I'm just going to say right now, I don't plan on speed runs. I'm not that good. But say that I could do, like, say Final Fantasy 1. I might do a mage only run. I might do a melee only run. Things like that could exist. I might not actually complete the game, but at least it's fun to see something new, you know. And say, for instance, with the Resident Evil series, everybody knows after you complete the story originally, no matter what mode you're in, no matter what difficulty you're on, it usually gives you bonus unlocks after you beat the game. Therefore, it gives you incentive to go back into the game and play through the stuff that you just unlocked. For instance, spoilers, if you don't want to hear this like you don't already know it, then please flip to the time scale in the description, in the bottom of the player right here. But anyway, in Resident Evil 1, after you beat the game, your usual standard unlocks are a mode where one of the characters that dies in the game basically follows you around as an unkillable zombie, and if you shoot him with even one bullet or any form of attack, boom, instant dead, start back from your last save point. There is no other option. And it also gives you a special weapon with unlimited ammo, which I might be using in a future Let's Play after that. So, for games that just kind of have unlockable, interesting stuff to come back to, or for games like Slay the Spire, Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, for things like that where they never really kind of end, and they just keep going and going and going for infinite replay value, I plan on doing things like that just because of the fact that I enjoy them and they never really end. So even after I quote-unquote beat the game, it still never really ends, and I can go back and do things like, I don't know, in Slay the Spire, special card runs, special character builds. In Isaac, I can do mods, I could do, like, challenge mode, challenge seeds, all kinds of things. But the point being is, I want to let you know right now, just because I did it on stream or I already covered it on this channel doesn't mean that it's completely dead. That doesn't mean it's a one-time hit done. Unless if I tell you specifically, I don't plan on coming back to this game. You might expect it, but don't actually anticipate it. Then that would strictly mean that I've had my fun with this game. I don't really want to return to it right now. I might later, but don't anticipate it until after you see, oh, hey, this game again. Let's play some more. And not to mention, many of you might know this already, but I'm going to retread old ground. I am a fan of older games, like things from back in the 90s to the early 2000s, basically anything before 2010, I have a huge feeling in my heart for. I've loved it since the day that I saw it. I've played it numerous times. It doesn't matter the series, it doesn't matter the character, it doesn't matter the games. I just love older games. 64, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, PS1, PS2, GameCube, all kinds of older systems. I love them to death. They are some of my favorite things to play just because nowadays, in case you haven't realized, way too much goes into video games. Like, it's not a bad thing. Like, for instance, with the Black Ops 4, they kept their zombies mode, they added a battle royale, and they kept the single player campaign, which honestly I never really got that much into, I'm not gonna lie. But the point being, back in the day, Call of Duty used to only be a single player experience on GameCube and PlayStation and Xbox. Back in the day, that's all you had. Like, if you put in a Call of Duty game, you're like, oh, you're playing a one-player campaign. Well, I mean, that's all we've got, right? It started multiplayer in World at War, just to let you know. But anyway, well, okay, let's rephrase that. World at War on the PS3. World at War Final Fronts on the PS2 was still only a single-player experience. Just letting you know. I plan to make the game videos and the review videos kind of special because I've realized that over the years, a lot of YouTubers don't exactly give you the interesting, I guess you could say, how do I put this? Many YouTubers don't actually give you tutorials anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't give you informative gameplay or story, like, lore or anything like that. And it kind of drives me crazy because there's a lot of things that you could say about a lot of good games. Like, I have yet to see anybody actually talk about the storyline between Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. Like, what changed between those times? What happened with the characters? What happened with the setting? What is the world going through? I, for one, would like to be able to tell you guys all about that. Not many other YouTubers care. They're like, oh, let's just get into the game, I'll explain some small things and not really give you much of anything to learn. Meanwhile, for me, I care to actually get into the lore, get into the mechanics, get into the gameplay. You know, give you all the details that you would really like to know that not many other informative LPers have given you in the past. There are some good experiences, like, honestly, I'll give credit to this. There's a guy that I watch called The Gamer Shankster who goes over almost everything Resident Evil. He's covered, so far, as well as I'm aware, Resident Evil 1 for the PlayStation 1, all the way up to Resident Evil 0, the remake that they got on Xbox One and PC and PS4. Still a great guy. He's very informative. He lets you know everything you need to know as he's playing the game, but he also gave me inspiration for another thing that this channel is going to be doing. I am now a long player. So basically, if you get on this channel that you're watching now, you'll realize that I don't really post all that much that frequently, but that's for good reasons. Because if it's a game that I've already done, I've already watched on another playthrough, or that I've kind of messed with in the past, I plan on recording the entire game as much as I need to. For instance, let's give this an example. Say that I did do Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 for PlayStation 1, then I would prefer to record the entire playthrough from the beginning to the end and then post it all at once. Sort of like, I don't know, post a bunch of videos through one day, like maybe 5 or 6, wait for a day, post some more, and then basically just drop all of it all in just one big chunk, or at least as much as I can post in a single day. Now, I'm not going to say right now that all of my gameplay and all my playthroughs are going to be immediately able to record all in one. I mean, to download. I mean, to upload all in one day. But I will try my best to get as many episodes as I can, even if it does keep me up late at night, still posting videos I kind of want to get out there before anybody's like, oh no, when's the next episode coming? It's coming tomorrow, guys. Just hold on for a little bit. It'll be here, I promise. It's done. It's recorded. It'll be up whenever I can get to it. But here's the thing. If there's not many updates on this specific channel, I'm still going to try, like I said before, from either 3 to 9 to 6 to 9 on weekday nights, not including weekends because I don't work on weekends. That's my personal time. That's whenever I go to play games on my own, watch YouTube videos that I missed out on, or just other things that I haven't done that week. But anyway, the main idea here is I wanted to do long plays because most of the things that I don't cover on stream, I'll already know how to complete. I'll already know most of the secrets, if not all of them. I'll already know what I'm doing, therefore I won't really need your guys' assistance that much. It would still be nice if you labeled in the comments below like, oh hey, you missed something, or oh hey, there was something interesting that you didn't talk about. Would you please review? And then after I'm done with the playthrough that I specifically tell you in the very first episode of the playlist, I will be doing 2 videos at the end of those playlists. One of them is going to be a Things I Missed video, which is basically going to be all the stuff that you guys in the comments have told me, hey, you need to go back and find this, or hey, you missed this, would you go and check it out, check for it? Then I'll post a video showing all the stuff that you guys noticed I missed, or just things that I myself noticed I missed. And then at the very last video that I'll be posting for the playlist, if I'm doing a single game playthrough like Resident Evil 1 from the beginning to the end, then I'll also be doing a thing at the end where basically I tie everything up, talk about the next game in the series a little bit, and kind of give a little bit of example for that. Like, say that I do all the way from Resident Evil 1 to the end, then throughout the series I would be talking about the moments between Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 5, you know, all the stuff that has to do with the characters in that series. Well, in that part in the series. But anyway, my main idea is I want to be, one, as informative as I can due to the lack of people that aren't as informative as they used to be or as they should be. Not blaming you guys, you have your own reasons, everybody's unique, but this is what I want to do now. Number 2, if there's a game that I'm covering and you don't necessarily like it, I'm not going to force you to watch it. No one can force you to watch it, not even yourself. So if you don't want to watch it, I'm not going to be butthurt if you don't. If anything, I'll be happy that you willingly told me that you can't do this and you would much prefer to watch something else. I would thank you for that because it shows that even though that you might not be a fan of it, other people might be. And even if they're not, I'm still going to post what I want to play. It's not like I'm going to go through there and be like, guys, give me an example of things that you want to see me do. No, I'll be like, you know, I feel like playing Call of Duty today. Let's do some Call of Duty videos. And that's basically going to be it. 3, I still do plan on doing standard gameplay videos, like not exactly informative, not exactly, you know, full playthroughs. Like at one point I had the idea that I wanted to go through all of the Call of Duty multiplayer games, do all of the multiplayer maps, and give the best reasoning that I can to make your loadout for that map specifically. Like, say for instance, for all of you that know Black Ops, Nuketown. Everybody knows that's a sniper and shotgun paradise. LMGs and assault rifles are okay, but in my complete honesty, I believe that shotguns and snipers have the benefit there. And you'll see that whenever I post the video one day. But I also want to let you know, in the off time whenever I'm not streaming or recording and you still want to get a hold of me, I will be putting both my Discord and my Hangouts in the description below so that you can get a hold of me in two places and tell me, number one, well, we could just hang out. Like, it's not like I'm so busy that I can't look over and be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'll message you for a while. The point being, once I add you and you're basically part of the group, then we'll just kind of hang out and we can chat and chill while I'm away from recording or playing games or whatever I'm doing. And last but not least, one thing that I really want to tie off on is the fact that there are a lot, and I mean a lot of games I want to cover, and it's going to take me several, I already know, several years for me to get all of it recorded and posted. But the main idea is I want to split up everything well so that everyone can go back to that particular series or system or playlist and you have everything that you need. I gave you the most informative Let's Play I could. I did the most that I could with that game. I covered it to the point that I am completely satisfied with as much as I gave into it. And then you just have your fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Right now, I am well aware that for most of the games I want to do, it's going to be a long haul. Like, there are a lot of games in series that I want to complete. There are a lot of games in series that I never did get to complete, but I really want to. And the main idea is I want to split all of them up into special places that you can find only what you want to see. Like, for instance, if I do cover the Resident Evil series, I want to make a channel specifically for Resident Evil and everything in it. It doesn't matter if it's a spin-off, it doesn't matter if it's 1 through 7, it doesn't matter if it's a remake. I want all of my Resident Evil stuff to be on the Resident Evil channel. Granted, it'll still say my name in the actual channel, like title, DJER25, whatever system or game. But my point is, I want to sort things as best as I can, and if it takes multiple channels just to get that, I'm fine with it. I will be sure to post all of my gameplay videos from not only the YouTube channels I make for that series or game or platform, but also adding my YouTube Live and Twitch videos, well, archives. That's what they're meant to be known. But for all of you watching on YouTube, I'm not going to post everything, and I mean like everything that I do for Twitch over to YouTube. Because number one, copyrights are different over on YouTube, and number two, it just feels kind of mean to get on a different streaming platform, take all of that, post it to YouTube, and then be like, well, what about us on Twitch? What about your loyal Twitch followers? It feels mean. It feels like you're taking what they rightfully deserve and giving it to everybody else just because. And I'm not going to do it. Some things are going to be Twitch only, some things are going to be YouTube only, and some things I might even save only for this channel. But the point of the matter is I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of things I want to do, and I don't care about distractions anymore. I have fought with myself for years about this. I have fought with myself ever since the first video I ever uploaded, way back in, I think, like 2013? Yeah, I tried long ago. That was back when Minecraft used to be the only thing I actually would play normally. But anyway, the main idea is I'm not worried about distractions anymore. If Anthony happens to walk in while I'm recording and be like, oh, I don't care. Let him do it. I mean, it's not like I'm specifically going to go like, oh, hey, sit down, join me. No, I'll just answer what he's asking. I'll hope that he goes and does his own thing, and maybe later we might do something together that we just feel like. Number two, I am aware that I live in a house with an elderly grandmother, and the boys in this house are lazy. I'm just going to say it. There are times that she could ask Anthony or Cordell to literally just even help her put her socks on, and they're like, but I don't want to get up, I don't want to move. And I'm like, fine, I'll do it. Plus, besides her, I'm the only other person in this house that has a driver's license. So if she ever needs somebody to run errands for her, she's going to yell for me, and I can't just say, oh, make Cordell or Anthony do it, because they don't have licenses. That's all there is to it. And then last but not least, as far as other distractions are concerned, it doesn't really bother me anymore. If the baby that Bailey had that we're babysitting is screaming in the living room, I'm not going to care to try to edit it out. I don't even like editing. Granted, I might do it for special occasions, but don't expect every other playthrough to be edited. It's just not really worth it to me. I mean, it's not my style, that's all I'm trying to say. And lastly, I do plan on still showing some stuff off in the future that I'm working on or doing in the background without recording or streaming, but that'll come later in time whenever I feel like it's finally appropriate to review and cover such things. Right now, I mainly plan on, once again, the streaming, the games and videos that I want to do now, and once again, please be patient. If I happen to be doing a game for this channel for DJ Emerald Rain 25 on its own, then it's going to take a while. That's what long plays are. People play through a game all in one setting or chalk it up in big episodes and then trim it down for YouTube limit and then post it all. But either way, you'll still have your weekday streams. You'll still have your every once in a while occasional memes just to tide you over. But every now and then, you will get a big boost in the channel just because I finally completed the long play. I did all except for the last two videos, the what you missed and the closing thoughts, and that's all. After you watch all those and you explain to me what you want to see or what I missed, then I can tie it off. And for games that I've already covered, doesn't mean that I won't go back and play with some of the stuff I unlocked, or some of the challenges that people suggest, or even some of the challenges I brought up as a kid. Oh yeah, and ignore the hole in my shirt, it's been there for quite a while and I can't really stitch it because don't have any red fiber for the cross. But oh well, I don't care. Anyway, my basic idea here, I'm just going to sum it up as simply as I can. Welcome back. I have high expectations, high hopes, and if things don't work the way that they want, I don't care anymore. I'm recording on a laptop, for Lord's sake. It's not like you can expect A+ gaming rig here. I get maybe a C or a B at best. That's what I'm expecting. There's going to be glitches, there's going to be noise problems, there's going to be lag every now and then. I already know this. But if you can deal with it, I can deal with it. And it's not like later I won't get a better rig and redo it just because, you know, I can keep the original crappy one, but that doesn't mean I can't make a new better one, including adding things that I didn't get beforehand. The point being, I am so willing to come back. I am so ready for 2019 to be the time that I actually come in and just do what I wanted to do ever since I was a teen. I don't do this for money, even though that you will notice that on the 3 different places. On this channel specifically, I have a PayPal link on the banner up there next to my name. Please, if you feel like donating, I'm not going to be upset with you, but don't break the bank just for me. There are a lot of other YouTubers and streamers out there that need that money a lot more than I do. But if you want to chip a couple dollars here and there, thanks. Thanks, I'll use it for upgrading software, for buying new games, for doing things that you guys really want me to do, and just thank you very much. It makes me feel nice that you are willing to donate to somebody that doesn't necessarily need or absolutely per se want it, but it's still a nice offer and very generous of you. Thank you very much. Also, whenever I do eventually make one, I also plan on putting a Patreon link on both YouTube Live and the Twitch stream, so that you have those places to go to. And just like every other YouTuber and streamer, I do plan on doing special events once you actually donate to the Patreon that you will be included in. And I might spread it to YouTube and just the channel itself later in the year. Maybe it might stay private for Patreon only. I don't know. I don't even have an account yet, so why am I planning all that, right? But anyway, it would be very nice, it would be very kind of you, and I don't specifically, once again, need it, nor do I really necessarily want to ask for it. I'm just letting you know, if you really enjoy it and you really feel like I deserve it, then go on ahead. Just, once again, those 3 rules. Don't overdo yourself. If you can't survive without it, keep it. Number 2, if you think that another streamer or YouTuber deserves it more, I will not be hurt about it. I know for a fact, a lot of times I myself will donate to other YouTubers and streamers just because of how rough they have it compared to as easy as I have it. Because honestly, I'm not going to lie, I have it pretty darn easy. And last but not least, just because you feel like you didn't do anything special or particular for me, myself, you're still doing things in your own way. You're still doing things that you feel is right. Therefore, people should accept it and be happy about it. In which case, I for one am. Thank you for your support. Thank you for just commenting. Thank you for just simply watching. And that's all I really ask of you. But, one last little thing. I've said this in a million welcome videos back in the past, and I'll say it again. If you ever feel like you want to make any sort of fan project, whether it's fan art, fan music, just editing videos together that you thought were, something that other people would like to enjoy too, like, I don't know, top 10 best Dillon screams or top 10 best Dillon memes or something like that, feel free. I'm not going to be upset about it. If anything, I might watch it and enjoy it too, to the point that I want to like the video. Who knows? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I'm basically doing this for just about free, just because I don't really care. I just want to have something to do. I want to have something to come home or wake up in the morning and think, let's do this. I want to have some fun. Who cares if I'm not getting paid? And last but not least, I just really want to give you guys something to enjoy when there's nothing else to really do. Like, I am aware that a lot of YouTubers disappear for months or years at a time, aka JonTron. I don't want to be a jerk about it, but it did take him 11 months just to return back to the scene. But the point being, I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to disappear for eternity like I already have, and give you nothing after I've already promised so much. But this year is 2019. In April, I am gonna be 25, and I don't give a crap anymore. I'm gonna start from 25 until the very last day that I can no longer understand or function anymore. And after that, that's all I can do. But until that day, I can promise you, we're gonna go places. We're gonna do things. We're gonna have fun. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry that this video is a half-hour long, as far as OBS says, but okay, I'm fine with it. A half-hour long isn't all that bad. This is about the traditional video that you're going to get during the cut-up, edited version of the long play anyway. By the way, one last thing. As far as the long play videos are concerned, you'll get 2 of them. You'll get the chopped-down edited version, and just the straight up hours long playthrough that I'm already gonna do and not even really post until after I'm done with the whole thing. Post it all in one big video, and then chop it up into littler pieces for those that can't watch anything past, I don't know, a half hour to an hour long. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm happy that you sat with me through this, and as soon as we hit 2019, you can expect at least 1 playthrough to be posted. I already know in my mind what it is. I've already done a single episode on it, and I'm gonna finish it before 2019 comes in. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Tomorrow is Christmas. Merry Christmas. And I guess I'll talk to you later this week whenever I actually get back on Wednesday to do the nightly stream, because I don't want to stream on Christmas. I just don't. But anyway, I will post a Christmas video just to show you kind of what the day was like, but don't expect an actual full, like, playthrough or video or anything. Anyway, thank you all so much again. please keep in mind the things that we talked about here for future reference. Whenever I do start future playthroughs, I will explain to you in the very beginning, the first episode, everything that I plan on doing and getting accomplished for that series or playlist, and then that'll be all. That's all you'll need to know, including what you're hearing right now. But anyway, I will talk to you all then. Merry Christmas, thank you for watching, and as always, bye-bye. Oh yeah, and hotkeys are dead. Long live doing everything manually. I'm Dylan, what'd you expect?